What's up? What's up? Facebook, it's your girl. It's your girl. Palms up. It's Rhonda. It's Rhonda. It's another week. And you know what it is. May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And we are recording this week's show because this technical devil has been busy, busy, busy. But we're not going to let that stop us from getting this word and this message out to all our wonderful, loyal followers. Palms up to you guys another week. Boy, oh boy, so much is going on. We may or may not have a visit from our beautiful queen of hair, Miss Danita Thornton, who's one of our sponsors of the show. She was stopping by the platform to check in. May is Mental Health Awareness, and we checking on our strong friends the entire month of May. And so, every time I go get my hair done, it's a whole therapy session. So I thought it'd be a wonderful, wonderful thing to bring my stylist to the platform, our sponsor, and just introduce you to a beautiful queen, a beautiful soul who checks off all the boxes. She's a single mom. She is an entrepreneur in this pandemic, got a heart of gold, and she's a big mama out here helping the community. So I look forward to our beautiful Danita Thornton coming to the platform. But in the meantime, you guys show her some love on our behalf. Danita's House of Hair, 202-607-4325. That's Danita's House of Hair, 202-607-4325. And let her know that her girl, Miss Rhonda's giving her some love. And also, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention our Glamour Nails, our other sponsor, Miss Sheila Hung High out there, our beautiful, beautiful Asian supporter in the community. I want to put that out there. Don't believe the hype. We are all the same underneath the skin, guys. And I tell you, we love our beautiful queen out there for supporting our work in the community. Miss Sheila Hung High over at Glamour Nails over on North Capitol Street. Let her know that we love her, send her some love, and go and support her business. 202-750-6612. We love our sponsors because that is the highest form of flattery that you can pay us, is to support our work in the community. Hey guys, you know what it is. Waterfront Insurance Network, serving your insurance needs in DC, Maryland, Virginia. They tell me they're down in Atlanta, Georgia, and California. What it is, Waterfront Insurance Network, servicing all of your business, auto, home, you name it, they got it. Get a quote, guys. Don't take my word for it. It's a new norm. Get your affairs in order. We're talking about it today. Waterfront Insurance, 202-487-0497, or you can check them out on the web at waterfrontinsurancenetwork.com. Hey girls, hey guys, hey girls, hey guys, palms up, it's your girl. Let's jump right into it. You know what that Cash App is by now, and I've been telling you every week, it's somewhere on our feed. Cash App is palms up, the number 4MI. Palms up, the number 4MI. You know what it is, and thank you for supporting our efforts in the community. Boy, oh boy, word on the street. Let's get to it. Let's get popping. All right, guys, we're still in this pandemic, even though you heard me talk about it last week that the mayor, we get ready to come up off of these restrictions. And one of the biggest concerns is these evictions, guys. Got to get right. DC Council has just backed down from the plan to resume eviction filings. It says that DC has to spend $130 million by September in order that they don't have to return those funds to the feds. So the council chairperson, what's his name? Phil Mendelson. Your friend, not mine. That Woodbury Village situation has got me still frustrated. We're going to talk about it. But anyway, your chair, the DC councilman, backed down, said that he thought if he suggested, or if the council moved toward resuming the evictions, that people will be forced to go and use the pool of money. It's interesting when they show us a little insight into how they think or how they function, the people that's actually making these legislative decisions on our behalf. Imagine that we got a tsunami, and don't get it twisted, a tsunami of folks that are going to fall through the cracks once they resume those evictions. And I'm a landlord, so I promise you, I'm an advocate for what's right and what's fair, and I'm a landlord. How about that? So I'm saying to you out there, DC, get it together. 130 million is not enough to send people scrambling. So figure out another plan. Washington Post says that you can contact stay.dc.gov or ERAP, which is the Emergency Rental Assistance Program, at dhs.dc.gov. Washington Post says that the city council decided, just very recently to just deny to do it, but they were very seriously considering. So guys, get straight out there. Stay DC, stay, stay.dc.gov, G-O-V, or ERAP, E-R-A-P. I'm sorry, that's what I'm saying. Emergency Rental Assistance Program. I want you to know what I'm saying because I speak fast. That's dhs.dc.gov. Get right. Guys, we'll post this information on our healthydcandme.org website. On our, we have an events page where we post everything city and DMV related so that you guys have a place and a space to go find information. So if you heard it here on the program, 9 times out of 10, you can go to our website, healthydcandme.org, and read about it on our archives page or go to our events page. Get right out there. We're out here advocating for you. If you can't have stable housing, it's hard to stay stable in your mindset, guys. People are living it every day. Somebody reposted some of the hacked DC police files. You heard me talk about last week that DC, somebody had hacked into the DC computers and they were asking for asking for $4 million, and DC countered offered 100,000. Where they do that at? Somebody let DC know that information is good as gone. That's all they're gonna pay is 100,000. They won't pay for their homeless citizens sleeping in the street. Won't do the hotel program, talking some nonsense, talking about that they failed before and they need to do more housing. The reality is that everybody in the street, every person that has to sleep in a vehicle or anything other than a hot bed, a warm bed, and have a hot meal, we got a problem. And it's I don't understand why we always have to govern in this town from one extreme to the other. That's just my opinion. But the reality is that they won't spend the money on their homeless problem. So I don't see them spending money to get those files back. So they're just going to keep running around trying to threaten folks. Looks like somebody saw some of the posted information and they reposted it. And so now DC running around trying to find out who the culprit is. Guys, that's not a good productive way to deal with that. Come up with the money and get it done, or find out who it is and shut it down. We get ready to see some interesting stuff. I hope not. ACLU's attorney Jennifer Stissa says that there's nothing illegal. Jennifer Stissa Granick is her name. She says that there's nothing illegal about pointing or reposting info that you find on the internet, although she says that the law on that is very vague and that hasn't stopped them from prosecuting journalists and activists under the law when this information has been reposted or similar information in other situations. So guys, be careful out there. On a separate note, the DC Police Union says they are definitely filing a class action suit against the city because the police officers' information is supposed to be protected. And I would have to agree with that. But boy, I tell you, I'm just having some fun with this. But I tell you, you better be careful what you're doing when you're doing the dark will come into the light, won't it, in this day of computer technology? I tell you. Hey guys, the word on the street says that UPS is hiring. Yep, they're hiring 150 people in the DC area. The starting pay is $17 an hour. And if you want more information, you can go to upsjobs.com, upsjobs.com. And guys, you know how we are on the platform. We just want you guys doing something productive so that you can put a stable routine together so you can live out the best quality of your life that's possible. UPS has an earn and learn program for all my go-getters out there that you can offer $25,000 towards your college expenses. So you ain't always got to go in the military to get help for college. UPS right here in the good old Washington, D.C. area is hiring 150 folks, guys. upsjobs.com. No excuse. We come out of this and do this together. This is all of our new norm. We're going to talk about this. You know how they say you have those New Year's resolutions? Well, we got new norm resolutions today in honor of our dear queen who might not be able to make it to the platform today. We're going to hold it down for her in the meantime because boy, do we got some stuff to talk about. Hey guys, the last word on the street I want to go over is I want to send out a big thumbs up and a shout out to our ANC commissioner over in 8C, Southeast Washington, D.C. Ward 8 to be exact. Salim Adolfo, I give them heck, guys. I give them all heck when they don't do what they're supposed to do. Mr. Councilman White, I know about it. You know, I call him out. I don't have a problem with it. But Mr. Salim Adolfo, I tell you, he's out there and he's doing some positive things. And we've been watching. He's on the radar. They've been cleaning up Ward 8 over there. And so much so that they are planning a protest What's this, Tuesday, tomorrow. Guys, if you can make it, they're planning a protest over at the intersection of Malcolm X and MLK. That's right. They're going to be protesting over at Malcolm X and MLK in Southeast DC. They say that the liquor license for the liquor store over there is up for renewal, and so they're saying that they're going to challenge it. They're going to challenge it because they got too many folks loitering outside. They've got trash all over the place and paraphernalia that obviously doesn't just come from that one liquor store. He says that there are 6 licenses in the ABC board that are being reviewed, and that the adverse effect of peace and order in the community is being challenged, and he wants to see us do something about it as a community. And I have to give a palms up to the brother. I'm saying you got to start somewhere. Who in the world is challenging the liquor stores over in Ward 8? I like that. That's very bold, and that's what the new norm should be about. Hey guys, post George Floyd, we got a lot of things going on in the community, but most important as a people, we got some recollection to do. We got some stuff we got to clean up. Hey guys, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. If there's anybody out there by now that doesn't know, on our platform, we are for all things positive and healthy. Sometimes things get grim and dark out there for many of my folks. The suicide is real for folks. I want you to know that there's a 24/7 hotline that you can call to talk to someone. That number is 1-800-273-TALK, 1-800-273-8255. Don't be alone out there. You keep hearing us talk about the city's going to open up the restrictions. We get ready to go back to what we call normal living. Well, guys, don't forget, this is a new norm. Not everybody's been vaccinated. There are folks that are out there still trying to get their children situated with school. There's just a lot going on. And so we've been checking in on our strong friends for the month of May. And our dear queen, Danita at Danita's House Ahead, one of the sponsors to our show, was coming on just to talk a little bit about some of her experiences. And again, our strong friends holding it down, running businesses, juggling all kinds of things, and then private about things that they may be going through. So this is a platform where we talk about our stories, our way, so that we don't have any reason to be ashamed or be embarrassed. You know what it is, Sister Sharamia?
Absolutely.
I want to jump right in because I'm looking forward to this. I just feel like I got, like the microscope is on me and it's time to do some cleansing. We've been having some beautiful souls come through the platform. My God, we've been so blessed. It's time to have a reunion show already because we've had some beautiful professionals and just down to earth good people that come through the platform to help us get this mental health messaging out. We want you guys to know that mental health matters and it transcends all families. Nobody wants to have to deal with it. Nobody wants those labels and the stigma. We keep talking about stigma being that mark, that label of disgrace. Something must be wrong with you because, or you must have got it from your family member, or, oh God, I don't want anybody to know I'm going through this. Oh God, I need another joint to get through the day. You know what I'm talking about out there, Facebook. You know what I'm talking about, palms up. On our platform, we trying to keep it 100 so that we can all get through. You got to go through to get through, they say. Well, tonight's platform, we talking about checking in on our strong friends. I thought I'd throw myself in the hot seat and become the strong friend and check on me. Why don't you check on me? Because I got some things I need to purge. If we really talking about this new norm and the stuff that's stressing me out, a chick like me is carrying a lot on the plate. So I asked my co-host here, let me just do this first and send a shout out and an extra prayer out to my dear co-host. Guys, we do this work day in and day out, and we are in different directions. And then many times we come together to bring the message. But I want you to know that the enemy gets busy, and sometimes we can't always do what we like to do. And sometimes there are things that are a bigger priority. But I want you to know that on the Palms Up platform, the Healthy DCME Leadership Coalition, we are committed to keeping this message going. We got a lot coming up, and I tell you, you better stay tuned for our new norm. Hey, Shaw, let's jump into it. This new norm resolution. I figured I'd throw one out there. I'd, set myself up, but then I challenge you to do the same because I know we got some divas out there, some women out there that can relate. I just know when we put this out there, they're going to be like, wow, I can't believe it. But here we go. And hello. Special shout out to our beautiful Big Dip who's always supporting the platform, one of our Healthy DCME Coalition supporters. Welcome. All right. This is a new norm resolution. First up on the chopping block is this belly fat. Palms up. Where they do this at? I'm just saying. I have run track. I have been active all my life. a program like this, and I got to put all vanity to the side because the message is so important. But oh my God, this belly fat will not be my new norm. I have declared it a sign of, I don't know, but it's gone. I'm gonna get rid of it. So I am declaring here on May 18th, Palms Up broadcast, that this new norm of mine, this belly fat, no more. So stay tuned. I'm gonna give myself to the end of the summer. I'm gonna keep it 100. But if there's anybody else out there that know what I'm going through, know the stress of this belly fat. You feel me? All right, there we go. We taking all these superhero capes off. Guys, May is mental health month. Ain't no need to carry all this stress. Ain't no need to be walking around all depressed about stuff that we can either do something about, or we can choose to just leave it like it is. But one thing for sure and two things for certain, life is short. And guys, I just want you guys to live out your best life. I want you to know that it's all good. We can laugh at ourselves. Hey, what you got for me? What's your new norm resolution, Miss Shaw?
You're asking me for like six more palms ups.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I'm nosy. I want to know. Palms up. What's up?
Asking me for 6 more palms up shows. Like it's too with just maybe 1 or 2. For me, I'm just like you. You know what I'm saying? What I'm not gonna do is buy another dress size, pants size, shirt size. I don't fit. Your palm is up. My palm is on my.
And don't get me wrong, sis. For those of you that are okay with where you are, that's fine. These are personal goals. We all have our own things that we carry,
Yes.
And I'm always in the mode of running to the rescue or trying to figure out how to help someone. And then, I've just realized that sometimes we got to just stop and turn the mirror on ourselves. Where does belly fat come from?
And never mirror on me. Figure out what I'm doing. Every time I go left, I absolutely go right to the refrigerator.
So what's the plan? I do have a personal trainer coming to the platform. I got everybody come to the platform, but everybody's so busy with this new norm. But a lot of folks are coming, so stay tuned. But what's the plan for this belly fat? I know everybody gonna inbox me all of your pages that deal with belly fat. Okay, I gotta figure out which one I submit.
I don't want belly be gone. You know what I'm saying?
Like me?
I don't want a never die pill. I don't want a die.
Get a shot. I heard some people are getting shots. Are the shots working?
What, the B12 shots? Well, B12 shot, it depends on what shot it is. For me, it's a B12 shot, which is an energy shot, but it's also iron. So by me being anemic, that's a plus for me. It's only so many you can take. You still have to be held accountable, because that don't mean you get a B12 shot, you get to eat a whole pizza and 6 lobsters. You can't. You still. If the shots work like that, I think everybody would.
I'm laughing at you as I'm trying. These text messages are coming through. I don't know why folks text me. They know I'm on the show, but it's just so funny. I was talking to one of our colleagues earlier. I was like, if I could just give up the cake and the chocolate. If I give up the cake and the chocolate, give up the munchies, this new norm and this schedule and working, from the house and being, closed in and just, oh my God. If I give up the cake and chocolate.
I failed as.
Have you failed?
I failed.
Okay, so what's the plan? What we doing?
Because if I would have just paid attention in the pandemic, there's quite a few things that was quite successful through the pandemic.
Some people was getting their workout on. I saw them. I was flipping through the channels. I saw them.
I should have been investing in Snackwell.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. All right. So my next thing on the list, I'm gonna move off this belly fat because I know some folks out there eyes rolling up in the air like, whatever, Rhonda, it's whatever. I'm just talking about me right now, okay? Me time. Being an activist, this new norm. Me time. We out here working. What we working for? What's the goal? And I know this gentleman on the line can really speak to it. We sacrificing our sleep, our personal time, What's the plan going forward? New norm. You dealing with anything like that?
Nah, you already know you don't want to know my goals.
Come on, join the conversation and help our soldiers out there that's struggling.
All of my goals at this point, all I need is money for my young girls in about 7, 8 years. That's it. My goal is done. Get my daughter and my kids gone. That's it for me. See, I don't have much stress.
Your goal for the last how many years, Daddy?
32. I've been a daddy for 32 years. I got 6 more to go.
What you gonna do in 6 years when you ain't got to put nobody through college?
Go to one of them islands where nobody got no food and water or nothing. With my money, I'll be the great hero for all the young girls who lie to old men with money. That's all I want to do. Nothing hard.
That's all I'm saying. You know, I was thinking about it. We do this show every week, but we know how to live. Just give me some money. I know how to live.
Money and freedom.
Stop stressing.
See, freedom got to come with that money. I got the money. I ain't got the freedom. I got to be a daddy still.
I understand. I'm glad you spoke up. We in denial out here. I'm doing this show because, you know, all of us are strong soldiers and soldierettes, and we get going, and we got goals, and we got responsibilities, and we just be moving. Ain't nobody got no time to be talking about being sick or being depressed until it hit us hard enough that we just can't make a move.
Yeah.
And so I don't make light of it. I just want us to understand that we have to be responsible and conscious of what we're dealing with, you know, because obviously there's some folks that didn't, and they got a different testimony. So I thank you guys for chiming in this week. This week is just about keeping it 100 and making sure our people out there know we all can relate. We all got something going on. So I put myself on the seat this week. My next new norm resolution, I got to get my sexy back. What I mean by that? Guys, when last time we've been on a pandemic.
But see, that's what y'all women gotta understand at your age. You
Come
can't
on,
be
at my age.
No 20,
come on, I'm gonna tell you about yourself. Come on.
Y'all be trying to do that 20-year-old sexy, and most of us don't even want that in women our age. Y'all be trying too hard. That's why they with all that nonsense on. Nobody want no 20-year-old sexy. You can be at the age now. We don't need all that super flat and green hair. Y'all be thinking you need more than you need.
Nah, I ain't even, you know what? I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you came there because we do need to stay in our lane. But when I say get my sexy back, I'm really talking about I had a girlfriend, 2 of them just had birthdays. And we talking about we gonna go somewhere and celebrate. I don't even think 7 o'clock came and we was already rescheduling.
Oh, y'all get out there, start drinking, be ready to go home and get in the bed.
Yeah, I ain't trying to be 20, but I ain't trying to be 70 yet. And shout out to my 70 sexies out there. God bless. Hey, guys, I want to pivot for a minute to my beautiful queen that's made it to the platform. You know what it is. You know what it is. We bring all kinds of soldiers and superstars through this platform. It's our beautiful queen. She was texting me that she thought she was having some technical difficulties. So I'm hoping that we get it worked out for her. It's our beautiful queen, Miss Danita Thornton, our Danita's house ahead. Can you hear me, queen? She can see me, but she can't hear me. Yeah, I need you to figure out your sound, okay? She's trying to figure out her sound. We're going to keep the conversation going until she can chime in. And if not, we're going to get over there live and do a show around her shop. But I appreciate my queen trying to make it to the platform. We're checking on our regular soldiers every week in the month of May. So look. Hey, queen, can you hear me? No? Can you hear me? Yes. When you come in through the telephone, sometimes it's a hard time. It's okay. It's okay. We're going to keep talking and see if she can work her way into the conversation. I tell you what. Hey, sis, I talked about getting my sexy back and we was getting ready to go into it. And our dear brother Dip brought it up. It was like, you know, nobody want no 20-year, no green hair. I'm glad he brought that up because, you know, on the flip side of getting that sexy back, sexy means something to everybody. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? And so keeping it 100, I ain't got no business walking around with no green hair, but there are folks my age that do. And who am I to challenge that? So we talking about this new norm. I'm trying to get my sexy back, and sexy just means being able to do something other than being glued to this work schedule. You know, I take care of my mom full time. It's a lot going on.
Absolutely.
What's going on with your sexy? Your sexy intact over there?
Last year we did an alter ego party. Remember this thing? And I think we were all home by like 12 o'clock.
Guys, we're talking about new norms out there. You know, May is the month of mental health awareness, and we get so caught up, and sometimes we don't know how to laugh at ourselves. And our beautiful queen, our beautiful Miss Danita Thornton, we're having some technical issues this week, but we were all ready for our beautiful queen. And I know she was ready for us. She checks all the lists, as you heard me say, but I promise you, we're going to bring her back. We're going to go live from her shop. And that's how we're going to bring that message in, because we want you guys to hear that big mama message with her big nurturing heart. Hey, Queen, we're going to get it back on the schedule and bring you in, okay? God bless you, love you, and thank you. Palms up. Guys, we are so blessed from the Palms Up platform to have soldiers like that come through to support. This week, we're just talking about the new norm and what your new norm resolutions look like. What's your next one on the list, Sister Shaw?
So I was minding my own business.
You always minding your own business.
We mind our business, you know. This a hard thing to do because we stay in business, but we got our own business, right? So I decided, and this would hit personally to me, that I will not be a part of somebody's pity party or negative energy.
Ooh.
The reason why that became so big to me, because we go through so much, it kind of piggybacks off of us mentally taking care of ourselves. Mm-hmm. We are such, you know, we hold so many burdens trying to take care of everyone else. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Go to bed and put this on our heads.
That's deep. Mm-hmm.
That's a right.
Amen.
You know, that's
now I'm gonna tell you, now that's deep, because you know you got some, you know, we got those friends, we all do, got those friends that get in their feelings if you don't give them your ear. But then they call you every week with the same situation, and you're like, oh God, it's not that you don't care, but I lost a very dear friendship. I gave it to God, because sometimes when you just can't do anything with it or don't know how to, you know, where else to go with it, you gotta give it to God. That's how I feel. But I lost a very dear friend because I told her it bothered me to constantly hear how she would put herself in these situations and her feelings would get hurt over and over again. And I would be on this end trying to understand how to nurse her through or whatever. So I took a tough love approach. They don't want to hear that, right? But you say, come on, she ain't want to hear that. No.
I'll be perfectly honest.
They want to sit there and let you listen to it and nagging all the time and all that until you get tired of it.
Pity party, like she said.
That friend.
Then when you mind your business, then it's, well, you ain't saying nothing.
You don't care about me.
Mind my business and just shut up, and then I can't win with that either.
Yeah.
Oh well.
So,
I can't too much. Was that friend who used to be that pity party? You know what I'm saying?
We all were, though. To be honest with you, I think all of us can relate at some point in our life to being in the position of having a pity party or being accused of being in that, you know, situation. I just feel like our new norm has to be that we talk, right? But we're so sensitive that sometimes we can't take constructive criticism or hard or tough love.
Well, the tone of criticism a lot of times, I don't think it's the criticism itself. And the deliverance, how that criticism comes about to people who are not used to being held accountable for a lot of the things that they do.
Interesting.
There you go.
You know what I mean? You know, once upon a time, we used to, you know, if your girlfriend wanted to do something wild, you silly, go ahead and jump off the bridge. It's all right. See if we can get you out later. But now it's like, nah, you know, daggone well. And they're used to that. You know, they're used to a different type of person. Now it's accountability time. We're older. We're trying to mature. A lot of, you know, society has desensitized us to a point where a lot of us just don't feel like, why are you talking to me like you're my mother?
Well, let me ask you something. Should being accountable be the new norm? Because, you know, when we out here doing our activism, we're constantly talking about holding the government accountable. And then when we talk to our government officials, they're talking about the reality that our citizens are not, you know, being accountable. So now we're talking about our relationships and tough love and the reality of not participating in a pity party with our dear friends and having them not take that some kind of way. So accountable behavior.
Let's talk about it, Rhonda.
Well, you already know my take on accountability.
Come on.
Certain people that don't have to have no accountability for almost nothing they do, and that's causing a whole lot of riff out here.
I know.
But you know where that conversation gonna go for who those people are.
Yeah, but what we gonna do about it, Jim? I mean, it's so frustrating.
You know what I do? I let them be.
Yeah.
That's your lifestyle. You don't want to be held accountable. You're allowed to do what you want, and that's the lifestyle you want to be. Well, as long as you ain't around me.
But see, okay, so that's a double-edged sword, right? So for me, let's talk about it. All of us, we all on this call talking about we're gonna lose weight, right? We want change. But a lot of people don't want to know what that change is going to feel like in the process.
You're right.
They don't want to go through the process.
Yep.
Then we keep the weight, you know. I mean,
it's cute to talk about.
Yeah, exactly.
Girl, I got to lose this gut, girl. Yeah, this baby fat. I'm gonna go down here and walk up and down the step for 3 days, and this and that
it
and
becomes
that.
a fad. You're right. Accountability, like he said.
The shortcut, though. What about the able to go to a cosmetic surgeon and just have it removed?
Hey, to each his own. Everything is for everybody.
Sometimes you gotta cheat because they might not just had the time to exercise, or might have had a situation that you could take it from a single parent. I know. I ain't nowhere near the shape I should be in, but at the time I got to work, take care of these kids, I get it from both sides. I know what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it as well, but what's the favorite statement? You make time for what you want to make time for?
Yeah, that's true.
No, I don't get to do that either.
Nobody said you.
That's why all the men who always talk that stuff about their baby mamas, how you get your kids, you want to take your kids. I tell them real quick, you better shut up and double up your child support. You don't want this life. You ain't get no girlfriend, you ain't gonna be able to do nothing. You better stop playing. I see why they be mad at y'all the way they be mad at y'all. These kids don't stop. They don't go nowhere.
I mean, that's what it is. Facebook out there, palms up. We talking about new norm resolutions. Get your paper and pencil out. Stop playing with it. It ain't no game. And I brought it up because I'm tired of ignoring it. Unlike like you said, it could become a fad. For me, it was like, let me go ahead and put this out there so people know I see what they see. I get it. But we all have our own, levels, and I'm just finally fed up.
No,
a lot of people get sad and stressed behind that type of stuff also.
Absolutely.
I deal with it all the time. They tell you quick, you ain't gonna, you wouldn't understand. Oh yeah, let's have a talk. And then it's always, oh, so you do get it. Yeah. You ain't the only one.
That's the point. Do you know we put each other on pedestals? And I don't get that. I don't get that. I've never been that kind of person. And that's one of the things I love about being a Ward 8 Southeast DC soldier, because a lot of us, we didn't come from it. We came from humble beginnings. We came from being taught how to, right from wrong or what have you. But for the most part, the streets raised a lot of us, and we saw a lot in the streets. And so we kind of had to put it together. But then as you know better, you do better. And as you become educated, many of us want to go and give back. But we put so many of us on a pedestal, and a lot of us don't deserve that. Many of us don't. What's that about?
I'm quick to tell you, I come from under the concrete, baby. What you see now is not what started off.
I'm happy to be Miss Hamilton today. Because Rhonda was on some stuff. Woo, he was going somewhere I don't even know. Like, I don't even want to ponder.
You better believe it.
Okay, so come on, let's keep it going. This new norm resolution. I like this. I'm trying to purge, y'all. They talking about releasing the restrictions. This life doesn't come with a manual or a book. We so stuck up and we so divided, and everybody pointing the finger at the next one. They pulling out them guns still. Our baby's still going through. And I just figured if we just start opening up on our generation, start talking a little more, start keeping it 100 with each other a little more, then maybe we can start to create new norms that will trickle down to our babies, guys. Ain't nobody gonna save our communities but us. Ain't nobody gonna save us but us. And so I'm hoping that you guys got your pen and your paper out, and then you're writing down your new norm resolutions. No more. Enough is enough. What's our goals? What we doing different? You just heard me talk about this belly fat, and I got to give up this cake and this chocolate, and it ain't no game. Some of us just talk about it like, it's a fad. I'm trying to be about it. So don't send me all those inboxes for the belly fat stuff, though, because I promise you, I don't want nobody's feelings get hurt when I don't respond. It's just a lot going on. But I promise you, in the summer, I'm setting goals. Yours truly is working on it. So I just want to come out the closet about it and own it. All right, what's my next pet peeve? Post George Floyd. They painted Black Lives Matter on the street in downtown as if. And you know, we out here advocating for these families in DC in 2021 with rats and mold. Oh my God, my baby's over there in Woodbury Village, Southeast DC. Palms up to all my brave souls over there, still going through and still patient and still trusting that justice is coming. And it is. We're on the phone calls in the background with the attorneys over there, guys. But I'm going to tell you something. You just touched on something, Big Dip, talking about folks in this town and just in general that constantly live their lives not having to be accountable for their actions. We're running into a lot of them down at the Attorney General's office. You know what I'm saying? This town is driving me bonkers. And so for me, my new norm resolution is to help more people find their voice. I can't do it. I can do but so much. We have got to become a mighty roar. There is such a great need across the DMV area for families that don't have. And the pandemic just made it worse. Now what's happening is I got activists. We're out here advocating for so many different issues, but our lanes are crossing. And so we are so frustrated trying to make a difference that, you know, sometimes we turn the guns on ourselves. And that's what our babies are going through. So as a people, we've got to
the parents going through.
Come on, baby. Come on, Brian, talk.
No, what you just described is what the parents are going through, trying to keep their kids straight, but you fighting a battle that's so hard to win because of all this social media, everything they're exposed to, and the fact that you ain't around them 24/7, and you can't afford to get out of the areas. Yeah, the parents are stressing out with that right there, all over the place, trying to keep your kid halfway doing what they're supposed to, and it's hard to do.
Yes, yes. And what you just described as well is that in this new norm, it's challenging all of us. It's challenging all of us to look at what we're dealing with and figure out ways that we can get through. The frustration for me is to know that there are so many more people that are going through it, but they've been in cycles. You know, sometimes I talk to my mom, my beautiful mom, I love her dearly. But sometimes she seems institutionalized, and sometimes that's how our people get when they come through these systems. You know, they dependent on that check to show up. And this is not a judgment thing. This is about an empowerment thing. I don't care where your financial comes from. I don't care who is helping you to do what you need to do. You still have the ability to build a quality of life that you can find some level of joy in it. My mom, you know, slowly but surely we work on it. We work through it. But I notice a lot of times she shies away because she just doesn't want to be the center of attention. You know, doesn't want anybody to see her, want to just fade to the background. And so as a people, I'm hoping by talking about mental health more, that many of our citizens out there will come to the forefront and recognize that we're all the same under our skin. We all have challenges. Come on, Sharamia, give me another one off that list. What's your new norm resolution? We got people shedding their skin out there. Get off themselves, laugh at themselves.
Well, this is a thing for me that I just learned within the last, I'll say about a month now. Being afraid to learn something that I thought I should have learned when I'm younger.
Tell me what you mean by that.
Okay, so dealing with families, what I learned is something that grandma, nor my mom, nor teachers, nor home ec.
I already know what you talk about, life insurance.
Like, what in the world? Like, I'm dealing with seniors in my
caregiving.
And I don't think I have said the word executive of a state. If I could get paid for every time I had to say, I went ahead and got cosmetic surgery. Like,
you touched the nail on the head. Hold on, because I want you to break this down because this is huge. As a people, and that's why this new norm is important, because I just feel like pre-George Floyd, I started off talking about them painting Black lives on the street, knowing that the reality is that the Black lives here in our town, are still going through it. And our new norm has to be
already laying in the street.
Yeah, well, you know, now the letters are gone, and so just like everything else, we move on. They
took that up?
Yeah, the letters are gone. They're supposed to be bringing some kind of statue, but you know what that's about. But the bottom line is this: you're talking about how we as a people, how you as a progressive, career-minded young woman is coming into the reality that you have to provide caregiving and other understandings for estate planning for a senior relative. And you're recognizing how much you don't know and how much as a culture we don't talk about this kind of stuff. And that is truly a new norm for many families because, as you guys know, we lost folks in this pandemic and we're still losing folks. And as a result, we're having to come back together to care for our loved ones. And many of our loved ones are going on in life without their better halves. And so many of us are having to take care of family members. And I know that insurance is one of the conversations that constantly keeps coming up because we don't talk about it as Black people. To many,
and it's a argument. It is a die-hard argument.
What's the argument?
The argument is, okay, it's not an argument. It doesn't become an argument until you get like fight back. You get what I'm saying? So if I, for instance, hypothetically, if I am your child and I know that you're a senior, and I know one day, not today, not tomorrow, but in the future, things will change where you're no longer independent. I'm thinking that we should plan for this because we don't know what that's going to look like for you.
Okay, now pause. Nice pause, Becky. Pause, Becky, and let me.
Because I ain't paying for nothing. They better plan for it. I raised y'all for 30 years. I'm going to get sick and I ain't spending none of my money.
He was saying he's the problem.
Here's the thing. The real talk, we got to repair some relationships. Because
Absolutely.
a lot of seniors, you know, coming from real estate, I'm going to give my opinion on it. Coming from real estate and running a real estate brokerage, we dealt with a lot of estate planning situations. And what we found a lot of is that a lot of times the professionals are bridging the gap because we as a people, we're not educated. Yep. We don't know what decisions to make, and we're dependent on that professional, hopefully, to be trustworthy with something as important as, you know, helping our loved ones deal with their assets and their you know, long-term planning. But here's the thing, because we don't talk about it as a people, we set ourselves up and we get robbed all the time. Let's be real.
Do you remember how it kind of started, where that was kind of looked at in the past generations of, oh, that's white people stuff. We don't, you know, that's nothing we got to do. And that's still kind of in the minds of people today.
And that's why we're so far behind. So when something like this comes up, we're looking for help or looking to have understandings we just don't have. And like you started this with saying, you get frustrated when you find yourself learning something that you feel like you should have already learned.
And it's so disheartening because, again, I work with senior families, you know, and you know, I hate saying this, but people, when it's time of any type of demise, Black people ain't the greatest people to be together at the same when it's funeral time.
What you talking about?
You know,
the shootout at the funeral? You know, what you talking about?
You know your mother ain't like you. Why you here? Like, you know.
But right there where you are, and that's why we do what we do. Right there where you are is we got to repair some relationships. How in the world you going to come talking to me about handling my money or my affairs? And we've been beefing about some other stuff, or you haven't demonstrated that I can even depend on you. We've got to take, like we said, accountability for how we living. And the roles that we play in each other's lives. But you're right about that. As a people, preparing to die or having folks around us that can help support us in our time of need is a challenge. And we're dying earlier, sooner. That's, you know what? I love doing these kinds of organic conversations because so many things come out of it. SAMHSA did a study about maybe 3 or 4 years back. And in the study, they found that folks with mental health challenge were dying sooner than they need to. You know, the life expectancy was shortened. Just as simple because people were not living out a full quality of life by experiencing the wellness of having a well-rounded life of spiritual engagement, not stressing out about your finances, knowing that your living was stable, having good friendship and what they call fellowships. So just the basic living life, with free of depression, it was helping people to live longer. But they found that people of mental health or vulnerable means that because we were only recognizing their mental challenges, we weren't helping them to live out their best lives. And so they were dying sooner. And when you think about that as a culture, we're drinking more, we're smoking more, we are violent, we have conflicts going on. All these things speak to the high blood pressure and, the heart disease that we deal with as a people. And so if we can't get our relationships right, when it's time for me to die and that little bit of coins I got in the bank, that ain't the time that I'm necessarily ready to talk to. And many of our seniors haven't made them reconcile the reality or made amends with the fact that they are in their senior years and possibly going to be passing on. So
and not only that, it's not only that, it's just knowing the education of it all. See, when they hear the word life insurance.
Yeah. I'll tell you the one that gets them, power of attorney.
Oh, girl.
Power of attorney will start some fights.
Today, do you hear me? Today, I had to argue about that.
So listen, I don't want to, because we're running out of time, but guys, we palms up. We're talking about our new norm resolutions, and we're just keeping it 100. We everyday regular people who we've been talking to all during the month of May, letting you guys know that mental health is relevant throughout our regular living. There are small things like me getting rid of this belly fat that can stress you out. There are greater things like helping your family to understand and plan for the demise or the passing of a loved one, which can never be, really, you never can prepare for the loss of a loved one. So guys, we're out here talking about the different aspects of our living and how just being accountable for the decision-making and the behaviors and just the knowledge base on the things that we should know and don't know. There are all kinds of things that could trigger our concerns. If you guys find yourself getting into a dark space, write it down. Write down what you're going through and the things that you're trying to overcome. Let's talk about it. I've heard so many times that if you can't reveal it, then you can't heal it. So guys, I'm calling out this belly fat because I'm trying to get rid of it. So mark my word. Anybody out there that's going through on a serious note and you need to talk to someone, there's a suicide prevention lifeline. Give them a ring and talk to them 24/7. It's okay. You don't have to be ashamed. We just want you here so that you guys can engage us. Join us in the conversations, guys. We do this every week, Tuesdays at 7 p.m. because this is our platform, our time to talk about our issues. That suicide prevention hotline is 1-800-273-TALK. That's right, 1-800-273-8255. And I thank you guys for hanging in there with us. I hope you got a long list of your new norm resolutions. And as you heard Mr. Big Dip say, don't just talk about it, be about it. It ain't no fad. It's real out here in these streets. All right, let's see. I'm going to set a goal. One of my goals coming out of this new norm has to be to expand my businesses in California and Atlanta, Georgia. Woo. I'm claiming it. Post George Floyd, these colonized systems are going to come down and they're going to start recognizing the power, and they're going to start recognizing that we're not having it no more. And that's why we fight so hard for our families over in Woodbury Village. We are fighting. We're in a fight with the OAG's office, Office of Attorney General, because we're not having it. We're on the phone with the attorneys. We're trying to figure it out. They're telling me I got to go under restraining orders. I'm like, I can't put this mouth under no gag order. We got to fight, now more than ever. So my new norm, my new goal, guys, you heard me say it here on the show, is while I'm losing this belly fat, I'm going to be expanding my for-profit businesses in California and Atlanta, Georgia, because it's time, guys. It's this time. When you know better, you do better. And I want to make sure that I'm touching more lives out there. So I hope you got your list together and we're going to do this together. And guys, if you need people to talk to, or you need coaches, or you just need somebody to know that you're not by yourself, Healthy DC and Me Leadership Coalition, we are all about saving lives and helping people live their quality of life. HealthyDCandMe.org. I'm Rhonda, 240-274-9436. Let us know. Our team of advocates will come out and help you deal with whatever it is you're dealing with. Hey, girl, I'm gonna put you on the hot seat one more time, you and Big Dip, before we close out. What you got on that list? What else?
What I will not do is allow these gas prices to play with me. How about that? Palms up to that.
Palms up. How stressed out. Yeah, you're right. That's something that'll stretch somebody right out in the middle of the street. They're gonna go buy all the milk, all the water, all the bread, no more gas.
Don't forget the toilet paper. You know
and the toilet paper.
55% of Virginia gas is gone. They're just starting to actually re-up. I'm in my feelings because the gas price is still close to $4. Listen.
I saw the story, but I didn't even report on it because they said that whatever was going on has been addressed, and so I'm guessing that it's got to work itself through the pipe.
They suckered the U.S. out of $4 million. Yeah, you're right. It's over.
Well, look, we wide open. We wide open. They stealing from the police department, the gas station. I mean, we ain't got nothing coming.
I'm gonna give you the low. I'm going to go ahead and tell you about how I was minding my business.
Always.
We in the business, but we minding our business. Right. So long story short, my company was hacked 2 years ago. And they had to put under what's that, LifeLock? Which is a credit protection agency.
I know exactly who they are.
I was very disgusted that a 100 company of over 1,500 people systems got hacked. And everybody in the systems, credit, everything else was
wide open.
Yeah. Wait a minute, from LifeLock, I thought they were the people to stop that from happening.
Well, LifeLock was the ones that came in to protect us, and they had to do it for 2 years.
Oh, they came in. I'm about to say.
Are you
and
good?
they get LifeLock.
But now with legal shit, I ain't worried about nobody now. But what I'm
you
saying,
good now, right?
I'm trying to get somebody to steal my identity. I'll sign it over.
Palms up. Sometimes you just living a different kind of life out there. Palms up.
I'm from the old school, D. I know how to turn to somebody else and get away. I just don't think I can escape my kids. So somebody get one of the algorithms and hack me.
I'm trying to tell people when you're really on, they don't understand you're kind of crazy. So when you're tripping for out there, I'm telling you, be the best you that you can be. I'm just telling you, you are uniquely you. God do not make any mistakes. Palms up. I have enjoyed this organic conversation this week. We just wanted to kick it and come before you. Everybody was going through something. My dear pastor had a car accident. God bless her out there. I know Ken had a toothache. He was trying to wrestle through. He's been out there activist in the community. Him and Jules over there. Let me shout out our dear Jules Stroman out there over at the Capitol Skyline with all the other activists out there, Tiffany's and some of the others, Christine Tolver. Who else did they tell me? Black Rose. Some of the others were out there. I'm telling you guys, the need is so great across this DMV area. Shout out and palms up to all our soldiers that are out there helping folks to find their voice and that are advocating on their behalf. Guys, post George Floyd, yeah, we got some issues, but so what? So do they. And this is about us getting right, looking at what's going on in our lives and our living and being accountable about it. So thank you, Sha, for having this conversation with me today. Are you saying something? I can't hear you. Come on, Sha.
And the long story short is, at the end of the day, we're all human. And has to be an evolution somewhere throughout this pandemic for each and every one of us.
Absolutely. If you come out of this pandemic still living the life you was living yesterday, cut it out. We all go through something. Hey,
that's all you do to make the picture come on?
Big dip.
They go
I
Darth
didn't know
Vader.
that's what you got to do.
Now it can be seen. He over there getting his sexy back.
Yeah. They'll tell you, my sex ain't going nowhere. That ain't going
to a whole nother show. Hold up, that's a whole nother show.
You better believe it. I'm good every day. I wake up in the mirror and look and see it's still me. Ain't nothing gonna stress me no more.
Hey, Facebook, it's your girl. We coming to you every week, no matter what, to bring you this live and raw conversation because we want you to know sometimes you just gotta laugh at yourself. Sometimes you just gotta find a way to figure out what you're gonna do tomorrow. And sometimes that's not easy, and we get that palms up. Guys, I hope you got your paper and your pen out. I hope you jotted down some things that you want to to be different, be your new norm resolution as we come out of these restrictions. We make light of a lot of things just because humor is an easy way to deal with some things so that you're not so stressed out. But don't take for 1 minute or take for granted that we don't understand how real it is out there. Guys, many of you get to a dark space and sometimes it's hard to come out of it. I want you to know that we're at the Palms Up platform. We're here with you always. We support you in your journey. And there's nothing that you can't talk to us about. There's no judgment. We get it. And that's why we come on as regular people to let you know that we care. We walk these journeys and we're still walking them. Suicide prevention hotline is 1-800-273-TALK, 1-800-273-8255. I want to thank my beautiful coalition leaders and partners. Guys, I'm who I am, and I'm cool out here in these streets because I got beautiful supporters like this in my support atmosphere that take care of me. Get some wonderful soldiers in your support atmosphere to take care of you so you won't have a problem looking down the barrel of that mirror or that gun and knowing that you need to change some things about yourself. And it's okay if you got friends that really love you, that talk to you from a loving space to help you do the same. Hey guys, it's your girl Palms Up. It's been another wonderful week. I'm sorry that we had these technical difficulties. We're gonna go live and go back and visit some of our guests. Go over and maybe we'll stop by Big Dip's platform and show y'all what kind of work he does out in the community and help you guys understand who our soldiers are out when they do what they do. Guys, it's your girl Palms Up, and we love you out there, all our soldiers and all our soldierettes. For me, is mental health awareness. If we don't figure anything else out post George Floyd, yeah, we got some issues, but we all right. Okay, we all right, and we're gonna be okay. So let's keep it where we got it. Let's stay together, love somebody. May is mental health. Tell somebody that you care. Sit down and listen to somebody's story. And better yet, get back in touch with what your story is. What's your new norm? It's all good. Palms up.
Right on. Palms up. Call me when you finish too.
All righty. God bless.
Bless.
All right.
Take it easy out there. Don't get too stressed.
Easy.
All right. Bye
I don't
bye.
know how to cut nothing off. It cut this thing off by itself or something. Hey, call me too, because I need you to send. I need you